Hi, everyone. I'm Nina Silber, co-president, along with Joan Waugh, of the Society of Civil War Historians. As you may have guessed, I'm speaking to you from my basement. I want to welcome all of you to the SCWH 2021 virtual conference. As I think you all know, last spring, given the confusions and the uncertainties surrounding the pandemic, the SCWH Advisory Board made the difficult decision to cancel our in-person gathering. And given the impossible nature of travel at the time, given the dangers of the coronavirus, it seemed like the only decision we could make. We didn't know much either at the time about staging a virtual conference, what that would look like, what form it would take, and so we waited to see how circumstances would unfold. Then last fall, given the continued uncertainties, we thought it would be best to go ahead and plan a virtual gathering for 2021. So we knew how important it would be for us to reconvene, for us to gather again to learn about new research on the Civil War era, to gather in conversations, to engage our intellectual energy. In fact, a sense, I think, among many of us was that intellectual energy was particularly urgent at this moment, given all the isolations of the pandemic, that it would be so important for our work, but even for the enjoyment of having collective conversations, that those things seemed even more necessary now than ever. So we're very pleased to be able to hold this virtual gathering. We were also very excited that many of the participants from last year's 2020 gathering were able to come today, come for this conference in 2021 as panelists and participants. We were thrilled to be able to partner too with the University of Alabama, the folks there who have helped us put on this conference, the staging and the platform for this virtual conference. And as you'll see, our schedule showcases 22 panels, including 2 special plenaries, as well as workshops on teaching and publishing. None of this could have happened without extra work and attention. So many, many thanks go to Leslie Gordon, who helped us secure the cooperation of the folks at the University of Alabama, who helped us put on this virtual platform. Huge, huge thanks go to the SCWH Program Committee, surely the longest serving program committee of all time, or at least in the history of this organization. Long ago, in November of 2018, so talk about the before times, our program committee gathered in Birmingham at the Southern Historical Association meeting to generate some initial ideas about what the 2020 conference would look like. We then turned our energies to planning an amazing event that included interesting panels, exciting workshops, off-site tours, social gatherings, all of which would take place at our Raleigh-Durham location. And of course, those were the plans we had to shelve when everything was upended. The program committee stayed on board as we retooled and then put this virtual conference together. And through it all, they have been hardworking, dedicated, and unbelievably good-natured. So I offer my deepest gratitude to Thomas Brown, Angela Diaz, Susanna Lee, and Barton Myers. As for the incredible chair of that program committee, Amy Taylor, your tireless efforts to make this whole thing happen deserve the respect and admiration of all of us. It's been my tremendous pleasure to serve the Society of Civil War Historians as president and then as co-president since 2018. With the conclusion of this conference, I will step down from my position as co-president, but will, of course, remain closely involved in the organization going forward. And more than anything, I am very excited at the prospect of seeing many of you in an actual, real-life, in-person gathering in Philadelphia, June 2nd to 4th, 2022. Tom, Angela, Susanna, Barton, and Amy, The drinks are on me. Again, thanks to all of you for your patience, and welcome to everyone to our 2021 conference.